And hello and good evening, morning, some almost morning, but still evening. Some bullshit. On beautiful Lancashire and Van Owen in North Hollywood. Heading to work on a Tuesday night, almost Wednesday morning. How you doing? Well, let's see what's going on. Practice was pretty good last night. Practice went well last night. The guy we tried out, he's like plays guitar and bass, but he really wanted to try bass. We preferred bass and everything, so we let him go on bass, last night and had a bass player on guitar. So it's probably the most productive night that we've had in a while, considering the lack of people in the lineup. I was like going through ads and going through Facebook and everything, just, looking for guitar players, and I decided, oh, wait a minute. Let me see if I can get a hold of people that I used to know. I used to book bands back in the day, back like maybe, back in like early 2000s to about 2006 maybe. So I did for about like 3-4 years. And I used to know a lot of people, and plus playing shows with people, obviously, over the past 10 plus years of playing with my own band. So I'm looking, and I'm realizing I don't know as many people as I used to. Back when I was doing booking and everything, and we were playing shows on a regular basis with my old band, finding a guitar player was easy. Of course, granted, I didn't do the old-fashioned thing of just like, making a flyer ad and posting up at the rehearsal studios and shit like that. But shit, even then, just a couple messages online, on MySpace, which was the big thing at that time, before Facebook was even around, really. It was easy. It was easy finding new bands, finding like other musicians. I had so many contacts, but I haven't done booking probably in about, not since like I broke up with my ex, which was back in 2007. That's how long it's been since I last did. And the last place I was like, booking shows at was this little shithole dive bar, which I almost had that little shithole dive bar jumping for a while. But quite honestly, it was hard to do anything there. I barely made anything for everything, I'd put into that place. I couldn't really shell out any cash to bands as much as I'd like to. I couldn't get the owner to at least give the bands free drinks or something, Like, God, these people are bringing people into your fucking shithole bar. The least you could do is give them some, like, a free beer each. Is that going to cost you that much? They're making you, I don't know, an extra, $100 to $300 just for them playing. But yet, you're going to bitch about giving them, a 6-pack of beer? Of cheap beer at that? This guy was a cheap bastard anyway. shit me so fucking much. If I could have got it done right, you know, could have shelled out money for the bands, you know, not much, but something, or at least got them some free perks or something. You know, it's just going someplace and playing for free, you know. But yeah, a lot of us do that shit because, you know, hey, gotta play a show, and we want to play a show. Sometimes it's not always all about getting paid a set amount to play a show if you're not that known. Shit. The rare times I've had a band, we played somewhere, and someone handed me a couple bucks, I'm like, oh shit, you know? It's a rarity when it happens, but it's fucking great, you know? And I wanted to do that, but it's kind of hard to do that at the time. So it got really frustrating between dealing with, you know, working with certain venues and dealing with certain bands too, really. It got really frustrating after a while. But yeah, the music business is kind of hard as it is, you know. But yeah, people don't make it any easier. You know, a lot of the bands I work with, a lot of them are fucking cool as shit. Some of them that are still around are too. And then there's a lot of them, I mean, you gotta love bands that, you know, really don't do any work and they never bring out anybody, and quite honestly, musically they're lacking, but yet they act like they're rock stars. I mean, yeah, when you play a venue, you should walk in there like you're big shit, don't get me wrong. But there's a certain etiquette. There's a difference between, you know, being confident and promoting yourself and being a fucking dick. And unfortunately, a lot of these kids that will come in there were fucking dicks, really. I mean, even certain veterans, you know, from certain bands a long time ago, hey, you know, I mean, yes, you used to be in such a band back in the day. That's awesome. But you start bringing around, like, you know, a band, like some little band you're doing, it's like a little shitty outfit that does basically crap cover songs. You know, it's like, and that gets me anyway. Here's the other thing. Okay, you're in a band. You came from like legendary bands. You know, you came from legendary bands. So you think, okay, well, you're gonna start something cool and original. You played all these years, or played a certain amount of time with this band, and you probably got some cool ideas for your own project, right? No. You play covers. And in some cases, playing covers of the band you used to be in. And that's kind of sad. But these same people would show up, you know, they expect a huge fucking guest list. Hardly anybody would show up to see them. You know, what few people they had come to see them, they put on the guest list. So basically, their crowd their crowd was basically got it for free, and basically the other bands of the night would have to sell tickets. It's like a pay-to-play thing. And really, none of these other bands got anything. And pretty much all that money, part of it was going to the bar, and part of it went to that person. And basically, these other bands are opening up and playing to pay for another band. It'd be one thing if they put in the fucking effort and they brought people too, and it was somebody worth a damn. That'd be great. But come on, if you're a washed-up ex-guy and you expect to make money for pretty much doing nothing, that's some bullshit. We all work too fucking hard for that shit, you know? We're trying to get away from the pay-to-play bullshit. And sometimes I'm sorry, and I'll say it, and I might piss somebody off, but sometimes you have to do pay-to-play, but it's only good, worth the damn if you're like pay-to-playing at a show where a bigger name is playing, you know? Like the last big show my old band did was at the Whiskey. We opened up for Wednesday 13. That was pay-to-play. That was fine. That was fun. Granted, kind of sucks, you know. The only perks we got for playing the Whiskey was we each got a free bottle of water after making them about almost $400 from the ticket sales. So yeah, I mean, that's it's pretty much a rip-off, really, when you think about it. You know, the Whiskey is shit for that much alone, but good for promoting, and it's like, you know, there's already a crowd there, so we gained new fans, even though it was kind of fucked up. We started gaining new fans just as the band broke up, basically. That was like our last show, and as soon as you know, we unplugged, we were done with each other, you know. But yeah, I mean, you have to do some pay-to-play, depending. I mean, if you want to make yourself a little known, it looks good on your promo packs and resumes and everything that you open up for such a person. You know, my old band, besides opened up for Wednesday 13. We opened up for Greg Ginn from Black Flag. You know, opened up for a few people. There's this one band, my brain is fried right now. But it was like, you know, classic fucking hardcore punk band from the 80s. LA boys. But I can't remember the fucking name right now. If I remember it, I'll probably leave it in the comments on this video. Hopefully I remember. But yeah, sometimes they have to do that, but a lot of really fucked up venues are wanting you to do pay to play regardless. You basically pay to play just to be able to play their place, and it's a little ridiculous. You know, while you're bringing people, they're spending money to get in, and they're spending money at the bar, so they're making money. I understand these bars and clubs have to pay rent, they have to pay their sound guys, and you know what? That's totally understandable. I understand both sides of that fence. I understand. I've been on both sides of that fence. As the band playing the venue and the promoter booking shows at the venue. I understand both ends. Yeah, you have to pay bills, but you know, there's a way to do it. You know, a lot of these places, you know, they are bars and bar managers. So a lot of these places, you know, especially out here in LA, they're not thinking about like exposing new artists and getting them new attention and everything and all that. They're thinking of who's going to make me more money, which is why a lot of bars nowadays are like switching to doing like dance music, hip hop, stuff like that. There's way less, actual music venues than there used to be out here. Way less. And of course, since there's less venues to play, a lot of the venues that are around take advantage of that. Not all of them. No, don't get me wrong. A lot of them still have the integrity that they had ages ago. And a lot of them take advantage of that, Like places like the Cat Club on Sunset Strip, that's gone, but quite honestly, my old band was banned from there anyway, so. Like, there was actually a show one time, once again, I forgot another name. She's like the actress from Cheers, that everybody makes fun of because she gained weight. Which actually I thought she looked better fat, honestly, but I guess her son had a band that wanted to play the Cat Club, and it had like this, they had a reality show based on her, like Fat Actress or something. And they were trying to book a show at the Cat Club. While they were talking, you see the back wall. At a certain point, they showed like a list of bands that were banned, and on that list, you can see my old band, Elegant Bastards. And I was like, hey! It was funny. But yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I mean, there's a lot of really good venues. I mean, a place called Skinny's Lounge in North Hollywood. That was where I did my first Los Angeles comeback show at this year. That's actually a really nice place to play. They treat you alright there. The place is kind of posh and nice, so it's worth checking out if you're over 21. There's a lot of places. I mean, if you're a band, you're looking to play a show, look around, do some shopping. And while sometimes it's a bit of a joke at times, you need to set up like a Reverb Nation account. Those things are helpful for finding gigs too. A lot of venues, they're also hooked up through Reverb Nation, so it's helpful. Just do what you can. Well, as far as the Reverb Nation, I go to any band anywhere in any state. I was hooked up shows when we were in Indiana. When I was in Indiana with the old band there, that's how I got like the shows that we did. By the way, if you ever played in Indianapolis, Indiana, there's a place called the Melody Inn. They had this thing called Punk Rock Night. That place treated its musicians better than any other place I've ever played in my fucking time I've been playing. The best fucking place to play. Period. It's small, divey. It's fun. It's a great place to play. And people who run punk rock nights there and everything give me shit about the bands that play there. They've actually been a staple there for years. It's a good spot to play. So if you're looking to book a show in Indianapolis, or you're playing in Indianapolis and looking for a place to play, that would be the place to do it. Okay. I'm done with my 20-minute rant on fucking music, local music and all that stuff. That was just long. Speed badly. Anyway, I'm almost at work. So, in case you guys on the flip side with another rant video, thanks for watching. To everybody who actually keeps up with these things, actually enjoys watching these, thank you once again. I don't see why anybody likes these, but that's cool. I mean, granted, I don't get like a million hits, but that's fine. A lot of people watch and enjoy, so it's good. So, see you later. And that's my coworker.